Now to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. No police officer was arrested in Delta over electoral fraud, says PPRO. Now, disobedience to Supreme Court on Naira policy dangerous, ACF warns Buhari. Also from the Vanguard this morning, political parties can't regulate INEC over BVAS, top officials fumes. And Goba polls concerned residents reject godfatherism in Lagos. Now to the Nation's newspaper. Moman empathizes with Nigerians over petrol scarcity in FCT. 35 killed in southern Kaduna attacks. And NLC strike in Imo, replica of IPOB sit at home. Others. The story is on the Nation's newspaper. Our governorship candidates unfit, says Castina NMPP chair. And now to the Sun newspaper this morning. Atiku PDP battle INEC over BVAS. And the clearing agent decry extortion multiple checkpoints along Seme-Idiroko borders. And now also from the Sun newspaper, Nigerian decide 2023 daunting task before President-elect Tinubu. The story is on the Sun newspaper. Now we move to the Daily Trust this morning. Thief group accuses military of extrajudicial killings in Benue. Gunmen adopt 9 from Abuja estate. Now this story is from the Daily Trust newspaper. 48 days after Buhari's committee fails to end petrol scarcity. And we move to this day newspaper. Gunmen kill 17 in Kaduna. Yes, the story is on this day newspaper. Labour Party threatens to occupy INEC offices nationwide over Commission's refusal to allow inspection of materials. The writer here says accuses INEC of reconfiguring BVAS without the representatives of the party. Now, these are the stories this morning from all of these newspapers. We'll move straight now to look at the hot topics in the news with you as we connect with Rufai to talk to us this morning, join the conversation. And we are streaming live on YouTube. You could go to YouTube to watch us there live, leave a comment and join the conversation there. Subscribe to the channel, very important. And also download our mobile app. We're on Google Play Store. Download it so you could listen to us. Our website is www.thevoiceofthepeople.ng. Hello, good morning to you.
Morning, bless you, Bert.
How are you doing today?
Push.
Great. Now to the hot topics this morning. It's concerning what was said by a top INEC official. It says political parties can regulate INEC over BVAS. This was said by Mr. Festus Okoye, the INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of Information and Voters Education Committee. He stressed that INEC's function is to regulate the affairs of political parties, not political parties trying to regulate their own affairs. That how can these politicians ask that they want to inspect, they want to look at the brains of the BVAS, the IRFs, and look at how it works and all of that, that they won't be permitted. They will not be allowed to do that. But this has caused a lot of talks. The Labour Party are not having it. In fact, they are staging a protest today to say that the court has granted us to go inspect these materials, inspect the BVAS before you even reconfigure. The date is there, but they are saying no, and this is what is the issue this morning. What are your takes, Rufai?
What does INEC have to hide? So why are they shaking? Why is INEC shaking like shaking daddy now? You remember shaking daddy at 1997?
Yeah.
Shaky daddy. Why are they shaking? What do they have to hide? In the spirit of transparency, let people go and examine your profession. You see, the process of INEC at first had been flawed from the start. Mary, everywhere in the world, when the country builds the technology for voting, that's what we call a third-party testing. In Belgium, it was PwC that did third-party testing for the electronic system. But because there was nobody to oversee what INEC was doing, like a fair review third party, that's why they can do all of this. So there's been a lot of problems from the start, and that's why you see that INEC, even with this so-called IRS, messed up the Osun elections by printing two different results. And now they are so scared they don't want people to look into their processes. I think it's best for Mr. Kiyamo, and I said Kiyamo, Senator Sokoyi, to just pipe down. And I think at this point in time, I need to get the proper PR person to speak to them. Because the more they speak, the more they dig themselves in the pit. And people start to see accountability flaws with INEC. And they should be careful. Because they forget they have an election and they need people to believe them. So I think it's best we get proper guidance before speaking. And I think somebody that knows a lot about messages to take over at this point in time. Because I've watched all the interviews. Mr. Okoye keeps making very faulty arguments. After the court ruled on something, you are saying you're not going to allow them to speak the process. If your process was good in the first place, if your results were not disputed, do you think people will be starting to look at your system in the first place? And INEC's accountability is already in the drain. Because this was the same INEC that claimed in 2019 they didn't have a place to, they didn't have a server to store what their card reader is before.
Yeah.
So people are already looking at them suspect. So I think it's best INEC backtrack, get proper advice, open up so that people can see their processes, so that people can be able to have a little bit of what the Italians will call credire in them, credibility, believability.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have that, then it puts the process in jeopardy. And that's why the parties are up in arms. That's why the parties are up in arms. And they should be careful about it. INEC should really watch it and allow people to expect what they want to expect. If you have nothing to hide.
You know, the ongoing reconfiguration of the bimodal voters accreditation system machine that was used during the presidential election, the process is going to end today. And it's already started, it's ending today, and the Labour Party were not given access to view, to be part of it, to even see it first. But you know, like you already said, the court gave them permission. INEC doing this now, what will happen? Even if the Labour Party, they go protest today, like they've said, no going back, they will protest. What will happen at the end of all of this?
You see, when there's lack of credibility, you're already giving people the capacity to see you as hiding something. And INEC does not need anything that will already dent its dented credibility now. So INEC should watch it. INEC should watch it. The Nigerian people are watching. INEC should watch it, Mary. They should watch it.
But in the news recently, we're seeing a lot of, I would say, a lot of people, government officials, federal government, disobeying court order. It's becoming a norm. If the court actually said that the Labour Party, they have the access to go look at this equipment, look at the BVAS before they reconfigure, and then they are saying no, they won't. They are outrightly disobeying what the court has said. So we're having a lot of disobedience nowadays, and it's becoming like a norm. And now talking about court disobedience.
Mary, hope you're not asking me that question.
No, I should ask you too.
You are asking me. You want me to answer you so that you will laugh at it?
No, but you see what's happening. You see what the court says this. Okay, reconfigure. Go ahead and reconfigure. But let these people come and see it. Labour Party, let them come and inspect. And you're saying no.
Mary, you're expecting obedience in a disobedient society, in a lawless society. It is a system we have built. We have built a system of lawlessness. Simple. That's why everybody thinks it's something can hurry. That's why you see the rule of law is being trampled upon. We built a lawless system. We built a lawless system. And that's just it. We built a lawless system where people don't even respect and trust the judiciary any longer. And that's why we keep begging the judiciary that, please, in this case, you are going to determine, at least restore your pride. We built a lawless system, Mary, now. So when we were building it that time, because it favored some people, they did not know. I preached a message yesterday. Everybody should go and get that message on YouTube. I said the quest for truth in a society. We get all the answers. When we're building a lawless society, because it favored some people, we did not know then. But now it's coming to bite on of us. That's why we are seeing what is happening in the land. It's respect for rule of law, no level of morality. And that's why we need to resuscitate the country. If we're lawful, we will have rigging in our elections in the first place. If we're a lawful society, we will have cases of rigging in an election that's supposed to be a contest of ideas.
You know, it's
been
like
doing it for 100 years in this country. Okay, let's say that the British did the first couple of elections. Our first election was 1923.
Yeah.
All right. We wrote the Constitution in 1922. We had the first election in 1923. Then, afterwards, we were having back and forth. Then we had our first major general election in 1959 on the 12th of December. So we've been having those general elections. But the first elections were rigged. See, the second elections were massively rigged. 1964 elections. Those were the elections that led to the military taking over the coup. The military went on till 79. We had elections in 79. Were rigged. In 83, we repeated the same cycle.
So this process.
Let me analyze this finish, Mary. I beg you. I beg you, in the name of God.
Don't beg me in the name of God. Go ahead.
59. So you know, I'm very passionate. I love this country so much. I'm not emotional. I'm just a passionate analyst.
Go ahead.
In 9, we rigged. But okay, let's say it was the British that rigged. In 64, when power became us, when we became a republic after 63, 64, the first election, in December 64, we rigged it massively. The elections were disputed. It didn't happen in some regions. In 79, we rigged. In 83, the rigging was so much that was why Fela sang "Teacher, Don't Teach Me Nonsense" in 1986. That sang, Fela now said, now the second elections, now he was the past. The second election Fela was talking about, it was 83 elections. Babala nonsense. How people not go vote? We go to get millions to millions. Now the second election, now he was the past. The second election, we read that open an entrance. The military. The question is, do we learn lessons? Was not after the second election we have to ban FEDECO because of the incompetence of FEDECO? Because of the incompetence of FEDECO? What do we want from this country? Why is it that we can't leave this country alone in the net and make it thrive because of some people's selfish gain? And that's what we are seeing. That's what we are seeing. But we keep hope alive. We are just only enjoying our leaders to do what is right. We can't keep repeating these cycles. I've told these 2 cycles. This will repeat itself.
You know, Rufai, let me cut in here. Let me cut in here. You know, we all know that we can't continue to repeat this cycle. That's why you saw a large turnout, register, new crop of people, the youth, they came out, they register, they came out to vote. And we saw what INEC did. Now, we are still watching, and INEC is deliberately, because according to the Labour Party, said deliberate refusal to allow them to inspect the presidential election material in line with the order of the Court of Appeal. So this is deliberate. I wonder what will happen when Labour Party go to protest today. What will happen, we don't know yet, but this is where we are right now. I think every citizen, we all want something. We all want a change. We're tired of the process. Like you've given us an analysis from the history of how the rig, and what needs to happen for there to be a change?
What needs to happen is the rule of law needs to take course, and the custodians need to enforce it. And in enforcing it, we should remember that the sovereignty and the development of Nigerian nation matters more than any personal interest. And please, we should watch it. Let's just obey. If INEC have got nothing, let's just obey. And we should remember, we have seen the role people play too much. I just talked about Fedeco. I just people that live in that were remember what we used to call it Akoti Fedeco. Akoti Fedeco was the polling bag. I think they took votes. We all know how Fedeco went. We all know the problems with Fedeco. You should watch it. That's not people should watch it.
Now, see, talking about the courts, because they are still in the news this morning. They've been in the news almost every day. We're seeing governors, they give Malami, Emefiele, ultimatum, Tuesday ultimatum to obey the Supreme Court order, that they should obey. They're giving them Tuesday an ultimatum, saying that they have to obey what the court has said. And we also see in the news where the Lagos State governor calling on traders, calling on business owners, especially retailers, to accept the old 500, 1,000 Naira notes. As we speak now, the old money is not being accepted because the bank will give you the money, but they won't take it from you. So, but we've seen calls, Lagos State calling on people to start taking the money. Other governors saying they gave Emefiele, Malami ultimatum, but Emefiele hasn't said anything yet, and our president hasn't said anything yet. So that's where we are, and the people we are all still suffering from this.
You remember my analysis I gave you on this? Didn't I tell you this was going to cause confusion? Didn't I say so? Didn't I tell you it was going to cause confusion? You see, if we want to build the country, let's build it in truth and fairness. Because of politics, certain group of governors politicize the monetary policy that is in the policy of the CBN. Politicize it, took it to court. I don't see where anywhere in the world a court rules on monetary policy matters. But the court assumed jurisdiction, ruled on it, but the confusion has continued. You see, let's not only do things because it favors us. There was a plan for a monetary policy in place. The monetary policy was running its course. But some people felt so they were bigger than everybody else. So they get it. Now they are begging for something, a money that has lost its street value to regain its. It's not by begging that you should collect it and Supreme Court order. It's not by begging. I tried it yesterday. I took my own old Naira note to go out to buy petrol. They didn't collect it from me in the filling station.
That's it.
They didn't collect it from me because the money has lost street value. So why can't they allow the monetary policy people to run their monetary policy course? Because with this Christian we have said now, what it means is that if today increase interest rates tomorrow, that means I can call some of my friends and say, okay, please, let's go to court, let's go and beg some governors, let's go to court so that they will reduce monetary policy rates. No, that's not done. Now they are the ones that now they do what is the bigger confusion because they went to court to speak to it. Because the court doesn't even know about monetary policy matters. They were not clear instructions, and you want the CBN governor to talk. What will he say? What do you want him to say? Was the CBN copied in the case in the first place? Who did the governor say? Who the federal government? So they can't meet the federal government. Because why are they calling the nation? Why are they calling the maintenance name? They don't call Maladi's name now. The Attorney General. They copy the CBN, despite the fact that we know that you can show CBN as an internal entity. But because they didn't want to go to the Federal High Court, so they didn't copy CBN in the case. You see the things we do in this country. You see the kind of things we do because it favors us. And when we speak the truth now, people say, oh, it's emotional. It's not professional. It's emotional. When we give you a self-based argument, it's emotional. It's not professional. But when we are doing things that are wrong, still not be able to call ourselves out. We call ourselves out. You can see the bigger confusion that has been created now. So what have we gained from this confusion? What we should have done is to be able to call on the CBN to ensure there's more speculation. But because some people feel they have more than enough, their own will must prevail. Last, we can use the court and swing it to our favor. We can't build a nation this way. And I keep begging them. I beg them. See, you can't say because it favors you. You will not do what is right or what will favor the collective. You can see the quagmire we are in now. And 2 to 5, the banks are paying you the old Naira. But it's not a legal tender. So you have to beg for it to be a legal tender like this government said, or reminding people it's a legal tender.
You know, let's see how this is going to pan out in the coming days. Let's wait and see what's going to happen.
Let's see. For the start, the reality of the matter is that these things are sad. We should not do this. We should not do this. Go and check the local classical everywhere. When it comes to top regulatory matters, no, now. Listen to the regulation.
Let's go pay some bills. I've been prompted. We want to pay some bills now. When I return, we'll start taking phone calls. Thank you so much, Rufai.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
For this Naija wey we dey so, say you no hold cash no mean say wahala dey o. You wan send money to Male for Villa, just use Momo. You wan buy recharge card or data, just use Momo. You wan pay for market wey you buy, just use Momo. You fit use Momo run plenty things without cash. As long as you get Momo account, no cash, no wahala. And e dey easy to open o. Just dial *671# to open Momo account. Set your PIN, transfer money from your bank account inside your Momo account. Make you fit dey pay for anything. Send and receive money sharp because life dey simple with Momo.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delight in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, Festac Town, 28 at Naira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
If you're looking for a place to relax and find comfort, the right place to be is the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel. At the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, we offer excellent services to our clients and customers. We serve high-quality wines at our restaurant and bar, while our continental dish is second to none. At the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, located on 42 Muritala Mohammed International Airport Road, our rooms are in conformity with international standard and best practices. We accord priority to security for all our guests. Breakfast is free.
That's how I do.
Yay! And we have standard facilities for your seminar and training. For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-7003-333.
Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist, you know. That's how I do.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Yes, hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Miss Mary. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and location?
My name is Kenny Day. I'm calling from TPS.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Kenny.
Please, okay, I want to talk about this money. When Mr. Rufai is analyzing the about this money, this money issue has started. Mr. Rufai has not been true about this money. What is it? Mr. Rufai wants to gain anything from this money. Did you know how people are suffering because of this money? Look at how people are suffering, and the court rule that they should be spending the money. The court rule that they should be spending money. See, Mr. Rufai is still talking, but now he's talking about the election. When he's talking about the election,
I don't understand what you're saying.
Let me talk.
Explain.
See, when he's talking about the rule of law, but in the money part now, he can't say anything. But the Emefiele, when the court ruled that they should not arrest Emefiele, they do not allow to arrest Emefiele. They go against Emefiele. Now the Emefiele did not accept, and he did not bring this money into the circulation. We cannot see money to spend, but let us be spending the whole money. You cannot talk against about the money. Why? What is the problem? Did he want us to die because of this money? So this is the issue. Because
you don't understand. You don't.
No, there is nothing to understand. What do you want to understand?